You know that moment when someone says, "Just stop overthinking it," and your brain instantly responds with 17 possible interpretations of that sentence? Intelligent people often live inside minds that never really go quiet, even at 2 a.m. And from the outside, it can look impressive, calm, deep. Wow, they really think things through. But inside, it's more like having 50 browser tabs open, one of them playing music and you can't figure out which one. One of the biggest is overanalysis. Imagine sending a simple text. "Sounds good." That's it. 2 words. Normal person, moves on with life. Intelligent person. Wait, did that sound cold? Too short? Should I have added an emoji? Are they upset? Their brain turns tiny moments into full psychological investigations. Because highly analytical minds are trained to search for patterns, meanings, hidden signals, useful for solving problems, terrible for relaxing. Then there's the strange feeling of disconnect. Intelligent people often sit in conversations feeling physically present, but mentally somewhere else. Small talk can feel exhausting, not because they hate people, actually many crave deep connection, but surface-level interaction can feel like reading the same page over and over. So they stay quiet, observing, thinking. Sometimes people mistake that for arrogance, but often it's just difficulty finding conversations that feel real. Another hidden problem is perfectionism. Intelligent people often see too many possibilities at once. They imagine the ideal version of the project, the conversation, the plan, and because the standard in their head is so high, starting becomes difficult. They rewrite messages 10 times, delay decisions, spend more time preparing than actually doing. Not because they're incapable, but because their mind keeps whispering,
"This could be better."
Then there's self-awareness overload. Most people can embarrass themselves and move on by lunchtime. Intelligent people replay it for 3 business days. They analyze their tone, their posture, that weird laugh they did accidentally. The more aware you become of yourself, the harder it is to escape yourself. And ironically, people who understand human behavior deeply are often the hardest on themselves. But here's another problem nobody mentions. Intelligent people tend to get bored very easily. Once they understand how something works, the excitement disappears fast. Repetitive routines feel draining. Predictable conversations feel empty. They constantly search for novelty, depth, stimulation, something that makes their brain light up again. Which sounds fun until nothing feels stimulating for very long. But here's the twist nobody talks about. Intelligent people also struggle with happiness. Not because intelligence causes sadness directly, but because awareness changes everything. You notice contradictions, fake behavior, unspoken tension. You think about the future too much. Your mind keeps asking questions long after everyone else stopped caring. Sometimes ignorance really does look peaceful from a distance. The constant thinking, observing, questioning, it drains energy quietly. Intelligent people can look lazy when they're actually mentally overloaded. Their brain rarely switches off. Even rest becomes analysis.
Am I resting correctly?
Which is honestly a ridiculous sentence. But some people will understand it immediately. So, which of these felt familiar? Maybe all of them a little too much. Intelligence can be a gift, but it's rarely simple. And sometimes the smartest people are the ones secretly trying to escape their own minds for just 5 minutes.